Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, and I'm just over here at the raid farm, cleaning up some stuff, and yeah, this thing's working pretty good now. Get lots of stuff out of it, especially totems. I save 3 shulkers each time I run it, and then I end up still throwing away probably 4 or 5 more. And then where's the emeralds? Tons of books. That's, I don't know what that is. It's a lot. That was overnight. Yeah, I think that's overnight, something like that. So that's 3 shulkers of emeralds roughly, or 9 stacks of blocks. So yeah, pretty happy with that. I get tons of banners. I use those to smelt the iron. So yeah, so today I think I'll talk a little bit about how to fix the raid farm. I don't think I went over that in much detail. And then find something else to do. Back in a sec. Alright, so there you are, trade farm still. I just gonna quickly go over what I did to fix this thing after 1.14.1. It was working up until 14.1, and then it broke when they made the hotfix for mobs spawning on leaves, and also on glass and all that stuff. So the fix was not implemented right, and it allowed mobs to it basically blocked spawns below those things. So if you had a lead, like for example these leaves here would block any spawn from there down to bedrock, just because the code was placed in the wrong line. So I think that applied to a bunch of different things. I think it was glass, leaves, any type of non-solid block. Transparent blocks would do it, like even buttons I think would do it. So anyway, why was I flying? So I took the leaves off of here. I'm gonna take the rest off. I haven't taken them off yet, but I took the leaves off of here. That didn't do it on its own. So something up there was blocking it. Because what I ended up doing is putting that roof over the chunk. Oh. So I put that roof up there. That's the chunk that the thing is in. This thing. So that allows. There's also old guy has a video. I'm gonna let his video explain how this mechanic works. But structure spawns work a little bit differently than normal spawns. They basically only get checked. They only spawn something in on a structure spawn if there is a normal spawn attempt. Now that would be fine if it wasn't for these things, because the bug where the code was broken blocks the attempt. It basically cancels the attempt. So if it cancels the attempt, you will get no structure spawn because it skips the whole attempt. Light doesn't skip it. Light would block an attempt by it could be a failed attempt. So if you tried to spawn something right here, this light would block it. Whereas if you tried to spawn something underneath this tree right here, for example, that would be a canceled attempt, because the leaf would just tell it to skip the entire attempt altogether and not even bother to try to do a structure spawn. So once this light blocks the attempt, it will check this chunk for a structure spawn, if there is one. Now there isn't none in that chunk, but there is one in there. There is one in there, and I'll show you where it is. It's actually right inside. There's a spot. So this is the kill chamber. So this is using silence design. I changed the Trident Killer to be the new version. But I had to make some other changes. Light doesn't matter anymore. It used to matter. They changed that. They'll spawn at any light level now. So I didn't care so much about light anymore. So anyway, the internal spawn is right there. It's that stone block. The leaf block pushes them out into this hole, and they'll fall instantly down in there. You might be wondering why that water stream is there, and I'll show you why. Because there's actually 2 spawn points on this outpost. The second one is outside. It's over here. So this is in direct line with that other one inside. There's a chunk border right here between these 2 blocks. So right here is another spawn point. So I just elevated it up. You can go up to, I believe it's 3 blocks from the roof. This is about 5 blocks below the roof. It's actually just 1 block above the level of the other one in there. And he just insta pushes over into the water stream and flows into the kill chamber. Now, I would show you them spawning in, but right now, for some reason, when certain people are on, I don't know who, but for some reason, when we have a certain number of people on, I get no spawns. So I can't really show you them spawning. It's really easy when they do, because you just go up there, like 25 blocks or so. They'll spawn instantly. You can see that guy spawn. I can try it, but I'm pretty sure it won't work. Because the raid farm stopped working a little while ago, so I gave up. As soon as certain people log in, I think there's too many mobs in one person's farm or something. They just don't spawn anymore. So I don't expect to see anything. Pretty sure I'm high enough now. But usually they spawn in within seconds. Because of the roof. The roof actually doesn't affect that one, because that one's in the chunk over there. So, but that chunk for the most part has all the blocks spawnable except for that wall. But the wall, I don't think walls cancel. So I think the walls just are a failed attempt. But in any case, that's not a lot of spaces lost, even if it is. So I'm not too worried about that. It's fun. This raid farm works way better than it did before with these changes. Even when they didn't break 113, when they didn't break spawning with leaves, there were no issues. So it seems like water might do the cancels as well. It might abort the spawn attempt. But anyway, so that's what I did, and now this raid farm is working good enough for me. Like I said, I get tons of emeralds and all kinds of other stuff in the books, which I sell in the bookshop. So yeah, I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with this now. And what happened to all of Wally's horses? So if you don't know, I share this outpost with Porkchop Wally. He found it, and I built most of this. He helped build the upper platform and put leaves on everything back when we were building it for Silence Design, before all that broke. So when people say that Silence Design only needs the Trident Killer fixed, that's not really true anymore. 1.14.1, you should probably put a roof over it. Now, I put the roof 50 blocks above AFK, which puts it just inside of spawn range, but above raid range. I don't know if you need to do that. You may be able to put it at sky limit and it'll still be fine. I just don't know. So I was putting it as far away from me, but still be in spawn radius. If you don't need to do that, you don't need to do that. I don't know. You may be able to put it right at the sky limit if you want to, but I've never had a raid spawn on it, so I put it there, and I think it's safe. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna leave the raid farm for now. We'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, back at the base, just cleaning up. I cleaned up all the raid stuff and went over to the shopping district, checked everything. No sales so far today, and then I'm just putting all these totems away. Quite a few saved up. I don't know how many more I want to save. I mean, these are all full shulker boxes of them. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to need too many more, even for the gaming district. If anybody wanted to set up a game with totems, I mean, that would take a long time to use that many. So one thing I do need for my game is a lot of these. So I'm hoping Saber with his farm will end up selling them in bulk. He did mention the idea of selling them by the shulker, so that'll be good. That, or I rent his farm and AFK at it for a while. Actually, it's actually a manual farm, not AFK. So yeah, so that's all cool. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna do next. I have been working on a shop over at the shopping district. You may have already seen it, depending on when I cut that footage in. It may be on a previous episode, simply because I don't want people to have to worry about spoilers. So I will come back in a second and see what we're gonna do. Alright, so we just Logan just chatted and he's looking around with X-Ray to try to figure out why when he loads in the game mobs tend to stop spawning, and we may have found a problem. Kind of what I was suspecting is passive mobs which don't despawn on this system. They can hold mob cap, so I think he's brown tunnel. So it's probably in these woods. There's probably tons of passive mobs in these woods, so they can definitely cause problems. I see a few sheep and stuff around here, so we'll just kill everything we see. Fortunately, you have to kill everything because horses count. So, and there's a lot of pig. Oh wow, look at this, cows over here. So they get stuck too, right? So that definitely doesn't help. I keep all the food. I have a little dispenser in my shop that people press a button to get free food if they want. I just don't sell this stuff. It's not worth selling. Rox is out here helping as well, I guess, so that's good. But yeah, this dark oak stuff can really hold mobs in it, so looks like he's been around this side, so I'll go over here. Why is there a chest there? This must have been Secret Santa? Or is that an actual... Could that be a... Wow. Why is it here? I'll take it. That's crazy. That's been here the whole time. And no one's found it. It's sitting right out in the open. It's one of those hidden treasures or whatever they call them. Crazy. They put the stone back. Well, there wasn't that many. I don't know how many rocks killed. I only killed probably 10 or 15. It's not too bad. Oh, there's some over here. Oh, that's the PvP arena. Okay guys, so I'm back over here at the what's going to be the lighting shop. I dug it out off camera, and so it's just directly underneath. I'm going to put the shop in here. I don't know what I'm going to do with the walls yet, but we'll do something. Anyway, calling it, lighten up. And then inside is going to be just basically chests. I may change this room. I don't know if I like it being offset. But I put 4 plates because when it's not too laggy, it's kind of laggy right now, you can just walk out and it will not stop you. So yeah, so it kind of sometimes still hangs you up, but I'm not putting 6 plates, that's too many. Anyway, so yeah, I could, I think this works because when you walk in, you just turn to the side and all your stuff will be here. So there'll be different lighting things. I think there's 5 different things. So I'll put 5 double chests on the floor. I'm gonna decorate the walls. I'm gonna use some quartz for the corners and stuff. And then the walls will be something. I don't know what yet. And the ceiling is gonna be quartz. Or actually no. Maybe I'll use, I think I'm going to use polished andesite slabs for the ceiling. And then for this, the lighting in the walls, what I can do is I can get back here. If I put a block here, I can put a stair backwards, so it'll still look like a solid block, and then light will get through it, and that'll light the walls. And then I can come back and fill this in. It's kind of a pain, but that's really the only way to do it if you want the walls to be lit. I don't really need that, but I wanted this room to be bright because it's all about light. So I can't do anything here, but I think with the glass wall, I kind of wish I could cover up the piston heads, but the only way I could think of was honey blocks, but then I'd have to have glazed terracotta on the sides or slime, and I don't like either option. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave it like this. It'll be fine. It's just, I wish piston heads didn't look like that. I think you can actually get yourself in this wall, but it's glass, so you won't suffocate. Yeah, you can actually get in the glass, but you can walk right out of it. So I thought about using solid blocks, but I said, I don't like the idea of suffocating people. So yeah, I'm in it right now. Yeah, I'm in there right now. So that's weird. Anyway, I will I'll see what I can get done with this, and then we'll come back in a sec. Okay guys, here's a quick update. I did the store a little bit, because that's a bit of a spoiler there. I did something I would normally not do. I don't normally use this type of material for decorating, but I decided to use stuff that I normally collect and just keep. Ores that when I go mining I get a lot of ores, and I decided this time I will use it for decoration. So this is the lighting shop. This is what it's going to look like. I think I'm going to leave it like this. I need to figure out how I'm going to put the chests in here. I may embed them in the walls. I don't know if I can. These are stairs, so in theory I could put them underneath of that, and that would allow, because it'll still open, but then it only allows single chests of each item. So I could put, I think I got enough for 5 things, and that's, oh no, it's only 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if I put double chests of each thing, what I could do, I wasn't planning on putting, I can't put, I think this is a solid block, and that's a solid block, so I could put barrels. I've used barrels in my other shops, so I could do that. And I might put something else on the ceiling, I don't know yet. The ceiling is dark and the floor is light, so I may actually reverse this, kind of like it the other way around. And I don't like how the ores have stone, and this is all white concrete, so that contrast is a little sharp, whereas this contrast is a lot subtle, more subtle anyway. So anyway, I think I'm gonna go with it for now, and see how it works out. I may reverse the ceiling and floor though, but yeah, I think I'm gonna just start stocking it up for now. Alright, I'm back after a couple minutes. I decided to try something. I think what I'm going to do is make the ceiling smooth stone, or maybe I'll make the ceiling the concrete, but the problem with the concrete is I can't put lighting in it, so I can't get light to shine through concrete. So I could also mix in some quartz slabs to get lighting in there, because like if you look here, there should be a torch under this one. So this is too much andesite if I leave the ceiling. So I want to change that, but I don't necessarily want too much smooth stone either. So I might change this out for something else. Maybe mix in something. What was I saying? I forgot already what I was saying, but I'm going to play around with it a little bit and see what I come up with. Okay guys, just before we finish off here, just wanted to point out something. This is a pretty cool thing. I think Simba made this. I think Saber named it Batstone and put his map on it. Pretty cool. So I couldn't help myself. I had to put this over here. This is one of the dragon heads from his thing. It's Batleaf. I think he'll like it. Anyway, he should be impressed. It was tough to build. This took a while. Yeah, it took about a minute. Those two are getting pretty tall, Wraiths. I don't know. I don't know what you did. How did you make them grow so tall? I have no idea. Alright, this is the finished product. I put all the stuff in. It's all somewhat stocked. Some people have already bought it. Two of those have bought. That's been bought out once. I got the Guardian farm kind of working, but we're hitting mob cap and it's a problem now. So, oh, looks like we've sold some lanterns. Oh, some inroads too. Very good. I don't think we sold any pickles. Oh no, I already checked this because there's no diamonds in there, so yeah. I added this, I don't know. Just put all the ores in there. I only added it because I found some today. So yeah, I think we're gonna end it right there, guys. This is an episode that's coming out kind of before other stuff that was recorded before it, so which is fine. I just need to do it because other people are going to release their episodes that will have this shop in it, and I don't want them to have to wait, and I don't think they will anyway. So I will be posting this very soon. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and have a good day. Bye for now.